he's being stern with him. Earlier, he was being all nice, trying to please him, but not because now he's being stern, not because he cannot control his emotions, right? It's out of strategy. Why? Because he found out who he is as a person, what's his weakness, what do you have in common? What could you in him play up, right? Now when he told him tap into his pride, how do you think he's gonna do that? Let's just think about it for 1 second. How do you think he's gonna convince him by tapping into his pride? Let's find out.
Like a boss.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So today we're gonna start a new series with House of Cards. Now, look, I started watching this show because I was on my way to New York City on a plane. But this show has so many of the laws of power that I'm gonna be using the laws of power with this show, just to show you guys how to apply it. This law of power that we're going to be applying today is called work on the hearts and minds of others. Okay. And this scene, we're going to be watching several scenes, but let me give you guys a backdrop of this.
Coercion creates a reaction that will eventually work against you. You must seduce others into wanting to move in your direction. A person you have seduced becomes your loyal pawn, and the way to seduce others is to operate on their individual psychologies and weaknesses. Soften up the resistant by working on their emotions, playing on what they hold dear and what they fear. Ignore the hearts and minds of others, and they will grow to hate you.
And this is what Frank, which is the main character of the show, does a lot. And we're going to learn all of everything that he does. I'm going to teach you. So just keep watching.
Chapter 7. Soften people's resistance by confirming their self-opinion.
Listen, this is what we're going to watch.
The law of defensiveness. Life is harsh and people competitive. We naturally must look after our own interests. We also want to feel that we are independent, doing our own bidding. That is why when others try to persuade or change us, we become defensive and resistant. To give in challenges our need to feel autonomous. That is why to get people to move from their defensive positions, you must always make it seem like what they are doing is of their own free will. Creating a feeling of mutual warmth helps soften people's resistance and makes them want to help. Never attack people for their beliefs or make them feel insecure about their intelligence or goodness. That will only strengthen their defensiveness and make your task impossible. Make them feel that by doing what you want, they are being noble and altruistic.
Okay, guys, if you guys are enjoying this video, don't forget there's a free ebook and audiobook on the description down below. Just put your email and I'll send it straight to your inbox. It's about how to get a guy to chase. Also, we have one-on-one coaching. My website there, you can book a call, know exactly when I'm available, know exactly the times, right? As you can see, there's a schedule. You guys can book a call. And the beauty about it is that you know exactly when to talk to me. So just click on the description down below. The calls are completely confidential. And above all, check out the Patreon for more exclusive content. Let's continue with the video.
The ultimate lure. Learn to tame your own stubborn nature and free your mind from its defensive and closed positions, unleashing your creative powers.
Okay, so now let's watch the scene. This is going to be so incredible. Notice this is the vice president right here, right? And he wants to become a governor, right? And the vice president, him, is endorsing him, but he doesn't like him, right? Notice the disrespect, right? He told them, thank you for showing time for your schedule. And he tells him, I need to eat, which is a sign of his superiority. And now, mind you, this guy is not respected. He was a governor. And then he took that job to become a vice president without knowing that by becoming a vice president, he got less influence. All right. Look. Now look what he did. He didn't react. He didn't tell him what the fuck is your problem. Just look. And that's his girl right there. Fuck me. Right? So what he did right was that he didn't react. Now let me show you what happened next, okay? Now mind you, remember there is resistance. Let me show you what happens next, right? Let's go to 2058. Let's go to 2058.
Going to the floor later this week. Are
Watch.
you optimistic it'll pass?
I'm very optimistic. The Delaware.
Look at the disrespect, and he does not. He feels disrespected by his president. That whenever he's around somebody who's lower than him, he puts them down because he was put down, and that's the source of why some people are just cynical assholes, because they've experienced cynicism, and so they want to give it in return. Hurt people hurt people.
The River Watershed Act not only protects large portions of the state's freshwater resources, it also creates thousands of jobs. I'm confident that my colleagues on the Hill.
There's only one way to create jobs. I did it during my administration. The answer is tax credits for small businesses. You've got to encourage self-starting entrepreneurs to start new ventures, hire employees.
But specifically about the Watershed
Small
Act.
businesses.
Now you see that. Damn.
That's the solution. Everything else is window.
Everyone's like, what the
Thank
fuck?
you all very much.
You see, he clearly doesn't like him, right? So he has a dilemma. How do you deal with somebody who doesn't like you? Let's see what happens. What he did was right. Even though he's in a position of weakness, what he did, he got consultation from the ultimate manipulator.
Good night, Mr. Vice President.
Watch.
Hello.
Him.
I need to talk about Matthews.
Matthews is a vice president,
Yes, I've read the press reports. He's not being very helpful, is he?
right? So how do you lower his resistance? This is how he's going to show you how to lower his resistance.
He's doing more harm than good. I want to ask him to leave.
Well, that wouldn't make for a very good story.
It's better than him torpedoing the whole bus tour.
Have you tried to talk to him?
I wanted to ask your advice first.
Well, maybe there's a way to keep him on the tour and inspire his support.
We have fundamentally different views.
Now, mind you, how do you influence somebody who has fundamentally different views? And he's going to tell you why. How?
Well, look, you're not going to be able to change his ideology,
First of all, realize you can change him. Don't try to change him.
but dig deeper.
And look into his psychology and find what is the one thing you guys have in common. As little as it is, use the one thing you guys have in common to influence him.
Jim is a proud man. Tap into this.
So then find out what is his main character like. He's a proud person.
That pride.
Tap into that pride. Let's listen to this again.
Well, look, you're not going to be able to change his ideology, but dig deeper. Jim is a proud man. Tap into that pride.
What he's doing, he told them, tap into the most uncontrollable emotions. What is one emotion that he cannot control, right? And it actually, in the 48 Laws of Power, there is one law that talked about how, attacking the most uncontrollable emotion. Let me find it.
I just wish he was gone.
Well, you do whatever you think best, but whatever it is you decide, be firm and stand up for yourself. He'll respond to that at least. And call me back if you need anything.
Okay, so watch. He told him to do that, right? To be firm and to not give in, right? So let's see how he does it. Let's go to minute number 35. Look at how he does it.
Yes.
Congressman Russo, he says it's urgent.
Fine.
Good morning, sir. I'd like to talk about how the tour is going.
Well, let's talk on the bus. Don't we have an event at 11?
There won't be any events until we talk.
He's being stern with him. Earlier, he was being all nice, trying to please him, but not because now he's being stern. Not because he cannot control his emotions, right? It's out of strategy. Why? Because he found out who he is as a person. What's his weakness? What do you have in common? What could you in him play up, right? Now, when he told him tap into his pride, how do you think he's gonna do that? Let's just think about it for 1 second. How do you think he's gonna convince him by tapping into his pride? Let's find out.
You're hijacking the microphone. You're contradicting everything I said. We need to be promoting the watershed.
Well, I appreciate your being so forthright. Let me tell you what I don't.
Okay, he's being straightforward, Frank told him that he is going to react to that positively. Now, this doesn't work on everybody. You can't do that shit with Stalin. You can't do that shit with Uday Hussein, right? You got to find out what is the psychology of this person who you're talking to.
Appreciate. The DNC is running a man with zero track record, except for substance abuse, to fill my shoes.
I realize you don't want to be here, sir, but it seems like
Right? He's telling him what's going on in his head. That's why you see a lot of this theme in the show, is that these politicians know what you're thinking and tell you what you're thinking, and then tell him what you want to hear, what you want him to do, right? He says, I know you don't want to be here, I know you don't like me, but you know what? I am in the same position you were. You wanted to be a governor, nobody believed in you, and you did it, right? So he's like, and so he's saying, now I need that help. You see what he did? Like, he found out his psychology, what he went through, and then he's telling him, look, this is why we're similar. I know we're different here, but in this one area, in this core value of you, we are similar. So find out what is the core value of this person who you're trying to influence. And then bring and then link it to yourself.
you're deliberately trying to sabotage my campaign.
Despite my better judgment, I'm trying to save it. I know the people of this state better than you, Peter. They don't want to hear about watersheds. They want to hear about jobs.
So this week they need to hear both.
Well, then maybe I should just stand quietly beside you at the podium and watch you lose.
You don't think I can win, do you?
I'm not optimistic.
You know, you lost the first...
You see, now look at what he's doing now, right? Now he realized he can't win, all right? So rather than convincing him that he could win with his own argument by saying why he could win, he said, I can't win. Now you're the now let me show you why I'm similar. Remember when you lost 2 times, right? Remember, in order to get to influence them, let's just say you say to myself, you tell me I don't like your channel because you are toxic, right? Or I don't like your channel because you teach manipulation. Then I'll say, and let's just say your value is to be a hardworking person, okay? Then you'll say, or let's just say your value, let's say you're a hardworking person, an honest person, okay? And your value is honesty, and you think I'm a dishonest person. And this, how do I convince you, right? And I'll say, look, man, I know you're an honest person, all right? And actually, I don't think that could work, right? I'm like thinking in the moment, right? Let's just keep watching this.
2 times you ran for governor. The 3rd time, nobody thought you had a chance. By September, you were 15 points down. You were out of money. You had to mortgage your own house just to keep your staff on payroll.
I'm well aware of what I did. I was there.
Okay, see, now look. An example could be, let's say you're an honest person. I'm giving you guys an example. You're an honest person, and you think I'm dishonest, right? And then I'll say, look, man, I know you're an honest person, and you think I'm dishonest. But what do you want me to do? I'm teaching people what works. Like, I'm looking at that if you want to influence people, sometimes you have to lie. And I know it's not the right thing, but why would I lie to you just because it doesn't sound good? It's not my fault that this is what works. I didn't make people. You know, so when people ask me how to teach, how do I get the guy to, how do I influence people? Like, you want me to lie to them? I got to be honest with them. It's not my fault. This is what works. You think I like what I'm doing right now? This is just what works. It's the way of the world. You see, I'm linking your core value with my value. There you go. That works.
All right, if you guys enjoyed that video, you guys are going to like my new course. It's called The Commitment Blueprint. It's a course that I created for women who are struggling with finding themselves in situationships, finding themselves with men who like them but don't want to commit, finding themselves with giving too much and not getting much in return. And the beauty about getting commitment is that it has nothing to do with about your looks and more to do about your strategy. Like, I've seen women apply these strategies and get married and have kids and have long-lasting relationships. Why? Because the strategies that I'm going to teach on this course is based on pure psychology. I've been working on this for the past 2 years. And every time I make a promise on my courses, if you guys have gotten my courses, you guys know I over deliver, right? And the reason why I made this course is because a lot of ladies watch my videos, and unfortunately, you guys give too much. You guys love too hard, and that attracts the wrong energy. So it's really about learning how to manage this energy. You're gonna attract different types of guys by learning how to control that energy, right? And if you don't believe me, well, guess what? You can find all of these reviews of women who have taken my courses and have achieved the promises in my courses. And look, the beauty about it is that you can pre-order this course for $75 rather than $99. And when the course comes out and you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. I'll give you your money back if you don't like it, and you have 30 days to get your money back. But I'm telling you, I guarantee that if you do exactly what the score says, you will find commitment. And above all, you're gonna stop wasting your time with the wrong guys. Because at the end of the day, to find the right guy, it's all about filtering the wrong guys. Eventually, the right guys will filter through. If you just apply what the course says, it'll break the negative pattern of being attracted to guys that are not into commitment. I'm telling you, there's a reason why you attract guys who are not committed. It's because there's a pattern and you're not aware of it. And sometimes you need someone like Father Alex to show you these patterns and in order to break it. Like I've seen it many times before. Okay. So just pre-order right now on the description down below. I like to think this is going to be my best course I've ever done in my life. I have that feeling. Especially with all the research that I've done, you're gonna get results, guaranteed, or your money back. Anyways, take care.